I'd like to give you a quick course overview so that you can know what to expect out of this certification. Now, the first thing that we will do is we'll look at the history and structure of e-commerce, where we are in the e-commerce business today, where we've come from and where we're going. We'll also cover the core store architecture. Now, this is very important because you've got to structure your platform the right way, the correct technology stack, the correct plugins. It's very important for scale that you have the proper structure. The next thing that we will get into is getting more from your store. This is probably my favorite module in the course because it's about how to take what you have and get more from it, how to increase your conversion rate through best practices. And this is really what made me famous in this industry, was my ability to split test and share those best practices. It's going to be a great module. I cannot wait for that module. Now, the next thing that we'll dive into is our behavioral dynamic automation sequences, email, to make it a little simpler. And the thing about email is a recent study came out and it said that in 2015, 50% of all revenue to e-commerce stores was email. So it's super important that you do it well and that you do it right and that you implement not only traditional email, but dynamic behavioral automation email. So email that is happening dynamically based on your customers and prospects' behaviors. Very important. Now, the next thing is content amplification and branding. This will be really fun because it's about how you create more of a relationship with your prospects and customers beyond just selling them products. It's about branding. It's about building intimacy and face time. It's a very, very great and necessary strategy and technique and concept in today's world of e-commerce. And then finally, we'll get into visibility best practices. So this is essentially how you get more visitors to your store, the kind of campaigns that you run, traffic. It's going to be good. So that is the overview of the course. Now, I want to let you know what to expect from this course. So what you can expect from us during this presentation. Well, you'll have access to the slide deck as well as all the other course materials. So you get access to everything. You get to consume it in whatever way is most pleasurable for you. You'll be required at the end of each module to pass a quiz because we want to make sure that you have gotten this. And so we're going to test you on that. Now, you should pay close attention and take notes, and I'll tell you why, because a certification exam will be given at the end. And that certification exam is going to require you to actually know what we've covered and kind of really get this. Now, it will be open notes, open resources, so you don't have to worry about that. You'll get to use, that's why I'm saying take notes, because you get to use those when you take the certification exam and when you pass it. And in order to pass it, you need to get at least 70%, which you'll be able to do. Now, I'm very excited, and you should be too. Now, I want you to know what I'm going to expect of you. So I've just told you what to expect of me. Now, I want you to know what I expect of you during this process. I want you to play full out. I want you to give this your full attention. This is 11 years of my experience that I'm going to be giving to you. And I want you to really take that seriously and not go through any other trainings while you're doing this. Really put your attention on this. Really focus on this because it will have a significant impact on your overall business, on your ability to help scale other businesses. It's very important that you really take this seriously. And I want you to take notes, make action item lists, go through every module. Really, even if you feel like, hey, I kind of know this stuff from another training or something like that, I promise you it's different. Go through every single module. And, my approach to this program is going to be positive. And I want you to approach this with a positive and open mind as well. You got to feel good about it. You got to really be having a good time while you're consuming this information and keep an open mind because it's a lot of information. And in order to implement it properly, you got to be having a good time while you're consuming it. So a little bit more about what you can expect of me. Now, I will be an open book. Everything that I've learned in 11 years of e-commerce is going to be documented and shared. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm really going to give it all to you. Now, I'll make it enjoyable. I like to have fun. I like to play around. I'm going to be serious, but I'm going to make it fun so that you will have a good time while you're going through this training program. I'm committed to your success. I want you to get this. I'm not doing this, we're not doing this at Digital Marketer because we want you to just kind of go through it. We really want you to get this. And so I'm committed to that, and you can know that. And to that end, I will clearly document everything. I'll document my marketing processes, my funnels, everything that we are doing in our 8-figure and 7-figure e-commerce businesses will be documented and shared with you.